everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing June's TBR to be rolled. So this is a video that I've been doing every month now for, what, a year and a half? It's felt like it's been a while, but at the same time not, because I am excited to do this video every single time. And I know Presley is too. He is ready, he's waiting on the sidelines. But before we get into the actual rolls, we need to go over last month's stuff. But this is a game where I roll my toddler's dice to then pick my TBR. Every single color corresponds to different ways that we're picking my TBR, and I'll run through them a little bit here. If you're looking for like every single detail about this type of game, I will leave January's video from this year linked down below because we changed it a little bit between last year and this year. But basically red corresponds to cards of who is going to pick my book, so like my husband or my kids or friends or Patreon, that kind of thing. Orange is going to be a TBR box. I have all of my TBR books in the box and we pick a paper out. Yellow corresponds to like genre of book, type of book, format, that kind of thing. Green are more cards. These are challenge cards. So these are actually going to be like fun prompts, like the highest rated book on your TBR or the lowest rated book on your TBR, which we had last time. Then we also have blue. This is going to be a poll pick. So we will end up having some sort of other card to like tell us what kind of category we have for it, but you get to vote on a book for me. And then the last category we have here is purple, which at least for this year is Stephen King, because I'm doing a Stephen King project. So yeah, that's the rundown of the dice. Let's review last month's reads before we get into it. So I'm actually filming this a little bit earlier than normal because we're going on vacation around the time this video is going to come out, and so I need to film a little bit earlier and edit it a little bit earlier. So I'm not finished with my reading, but we'll still go over what I've currently done. The good thing is with my game, not finishing my TBR doesn't punish me for this game, so it doesn't really matter if I finish it by the time I film this or not. I get punishments based on how many books I buy, and we'll get into that. But for last month, we did 6 rolls because I had bought too many books a couple months beforehand, and I'm not done with everything. I'm not done with everything. So let's just get into it. The first book that we have here is It by Stephen King. I am in this book, but not very far, mostly because I started trying to use the audiobook, but I've read this so many times myself that I could not stand the narrator. So this is actually one of the books that I think I'm gonna bring on vacation and try and finish there. So we'll see, but I have not finished it yet. Then we had Witch Hat Atelier Volume 5 by Kamome Shirahama for a fantasy pick. The Stephen King one was obviously for Stephen King. I did finish this one. The next one was The Gunslinger by Stephen King. Obviously this was a Stephen King pick. I'm supposed to finish it first, and so I have not finished this one yet. The next pick we had was out of the TBR box. The book that I picked for it was Lost Horizon by Michelle Hercules. I don't have that on ebook anymore. I think it got pulled off of Amazon, off of Kindle, and so my version also got pulled off. So I ended up going back and picking a different one from the same pull, and actually during my reading sprints a couple weeks ago, you guys voted on which one I should read, and you voted for Girl of Nightmares by Kendara Blake. I'm actually in the middle of this one. I'm almost done. This is something that should only take me like an hour more to read, and so it's my next book that I'm like finishing up, but I haven't finished it yet. Then the next pick was another one from the box, and I picked No Feck Gloss by Essa Hansen. I have DNF'd this book, which for my channel and my rules in this game, it counts, so I've finished that one. And then the last one for my game was lowest rated. It was a poll pick, and you guys picked Go Hunt Me. I have not finished this one yet, but we're not going on vacation for another few days, so I'm really hoping to finish Girl of Nightmares and then also Go Hunt Me. And then one thing I didn't mention in my TBR game last time, because I actually filmed this video before I filmed a different challenge video that I did and miserably failed at, but Presley ended up picking a punishment for me, which was just another book to add to my TBR. He picked A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. I did finish this one already, so I just wanted to let you guys know here. Technically this was added on my TBR, it just wasn't in the TBR video. and I did finish it. Now, the only other housekeeping that we need to do before we actually get into the rolls, and Presley is patiently waiting, is June is Pride Month. So one of the things that I will be trying to do is picking more LGBTQ books this month. I read them throughout the entire year anyway, so it's not like it's something out of my norm, but it is something I'm going to be trying to pick. And I have a Patreon book club that is bi-monthly, so every other month, and June happens to be one of the months that we are going to be reading books, and the book that they voted for is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. So this is obviously an LGBTQ book by an LGBTQ author. I'm very excited for this one because I have loved basically everything else that I've ever read by TJ Klune, and so I'm very excited for this. It is one of the newest books that we've ever read for our Patreon book club, so I do know some people are having to wait a little bit if they're trying to get it from the library, that kind of thing. So even though we are reading it in June, the live show stuff, discussion that we do for this is probably not going to happen until the end of July, just to give a lot of people time to read this. So if you want to join us, I'll leave the link down below, but this is our pick, so I'm going to be trying to fit it in this TBR somewhere because I have to read it. Okay, that should be everything. Like I said, Presley is patiently waiting to help us with the rolls, so we're gonna get on into it. I'm trying to figure out a better angle for this camera because last time you guys couldn't see hardly anything. I don't think that's gonna work. Where can I put you? Does this give enough floor? Does it give enough floor? Maybe. I think we're good. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So Presley and I are in matching shirts. You want to show the camera?
Yeah.
Like, look. Just show the camera. Come over here. Matching shirts. We did tie-dye yesterday, so my hands are actually still dyed. But he wanted rainbows, so rainbow shirts it is. And for Pride Month, it's perfect. So I didn't mention this before. We're gonna do 6 rolls because Presley really wants to. And technically, I'm not caught up on how many books I bought, like in March, so I could have gone down to 5, but we're gonna do 6. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have rainbow shirts.
We do have rainbow shirts. Roll number
1.
Trying to make it. Blue. Roll number 1 is blue, which means a pull pick. So what we're gonna do is pick blue cards that then tell us what other color card we get to pick for the pull pick. Okay, blue cards. Oh, show the camera.
Is it yellow?
It is yellow.
Well, can I pick a yellow card?
You know this, don't you? We're gonna pick a yellow card. Okay, yellow card. Oh, okay. Show the camera first. We dropped a different one, but it's okay. Show the camera. This says wild card, which means I can pick anything to make your poll. Okay, so for this wild card poll pick, I went with YA LGBTQ books. So one that I'm pretty sure I have at least one friend who's gonna be like, you need to read this one because I keep putting it off because I'm not sure I want the emotions, is They Both Die in the End by Adam Silvera. This is going to be male. I don't know if it has actual romance in it or if one of the characters is just potentially gay, but this is a world where you get like a text or a notification when you only have a certain amount of time left, and these two boys find each other to spend that time together. I also have You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. This is sapphic and it's going to be about a girl, I think, running for prom queen. This also was a gift from Michelle, from Michelle's library, so I am very excited about this. Also, I feel like YA in general should be very like quick-paced, easy reads, and that's what I'm wanting. And then I also have Tarnished Are the Stars by Rosie Thor. This is actually one that my husband bought me a couple years ago, and I haven't read it yet. But from my understanding, this has an asexual character. There could be other things in here, but that's part of the reason that I was very intrigued by it, and I love sci-fi. So that's your third choice. Poll picks in general are always up on my Instagram and Twitter the same day that this video goes live. Sometimes it's a little bit after because life is crazy, but it'll be up for 24 hours. If you miss that or don't want to go find those, you can always comment down below and I will take those into consideration when the poll pick is chosen. Roll number 2.
It's red.
You want red. I know you want red, but we gotta see what we get. Ready? Oh. Purple. Okay, roll number 2 was purple, which means Stephen King. I have not finished my Stephen King stuff for this month yet, which we talked about, but the very next one that I'm supposed to read is The Drawing of Three by Stephen King. Obviously, after I finish The Gunslinger, I need to read this one because this is actually one that's part of my Stephen King project. The Gunslinger is just because this is book 2 in that series, and I know I'm not going to be that person that only reads book 2. I need to read book 1 first. So this is going to be going on the TBR for May. Do you want to toss? Yeah, pick it up. Let's do roll number 3. Presley's gonna toss. Ready? And toss. You can do it.
Yeah.
Oh. What is it? Orange. Roll number 3 is orange. So we are going to be picking a card that tells us how many little papers we can actually pick out of our TBR box. Okay, orange cards. Good job.
3.
What is it?
3.
3. Okay, so here is our TBR box. I have all of my TBR in here, both physical and ebook. I have not taken out things that I've already read or DNF'd or anything like that yet, so I will have to go through and do a clean out soon. But we're gonna pick 3 papers and then I get to pick a book from that. So the first paper, I totally dropped everything back in the box, is Alienated. This is going to be a comic series that I think I have like a bind up edition on ebook. I don't know if it's LGBTQ for Pride Month, so I will see what else we get before I decide. Number 2. Ooh. Okay, I was just talking about this recently. Is The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. So this actually is LGBTQ. Our main characters are 2 dads and their adoptive daughter at a cabin, and then people come telling them something about the apocalypse. It was made into a movie this year, and I definitely just talked about it in my book cover telephone challenge. I will leave it linked down below in case you want to see it, but I was just talking about this, so this is a good option. And then number 3. Guys, this one pops up almost every single video. I have to pick something out of the box. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We're not going with that one this time, so I do actually think we're gonna go with The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. It's exactly what I told you guys about. It is horror. I just talked about it recently, and our parents in here are 2 dads, so it is LGBTQ. Roll number 4.
Orange again.
Orange again. Roll number 4 was another orange. We already have 2 oranges and we're only on roll number 4. I'm worried about getting a 3rd one and having to add some books onto this TBR, but we're gonna be doing another pick for stuff pulling out of the TBR box. Okay, orange again. Oh.
It's 3 again.
It is 3 again, okay. Okay, 3 more papers. So, the first one is Into the Crooked Place by Alexandra Christo. Yeah, 3 + 3 = 6. That is a YA fantasy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the next pick is Rosalind Palmer Takes the Cake. We actually already read this for my Patreon book club, so I'm gonna move that out of the way. So again, pick number 2 is Blind Man's Wolf. I think this is by Amelia Faulkner. It is male paranormal romance. So this is a good option. It's also on ebook, and I don't have any ebooks yet. And then number 3, is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. Okay, so this is a sapphic romance, and I absolutely loved Delilah Green. So, Into the Crooked Place I'm pretty sure is not LGBTQ. So I'm gonna put that back in the box. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm having a hard time only because Blind Man's Wolf is an indie book, male romance, paranormal romance thing, and I've had it on ebook for so long. Like when I go to my ebook things and go to like the earliest things that I ever bought for my Kindle, this is one of them. But I already have some male stuff that I'm pretty sure is gonna get picked if the poll pick works out the way I feel like it's going to, even though the other ones are still popular enough. And I absolutely love Delilah Green, but this is a physical book that I own. So, what is this, like an eeny, meeny, miny, moe situation? I'll just like have Presley pick a hand, maybe. Okay, Presley, left hand or right hand? Right hand? Okay, Astrid Parker doesn't fail. And it's the Pretty Illumicrate Afterlight edition. So yes, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This is a sapphic romance with spin-off characters from the Delilah Green book, which again, I absolutely loved. It's a very, very pretty edition. I'm very excited for it. It's just another physical book when I would like some ebooks. We still have some more rolls. We'll see what we get, but yes, I'm very excited. Ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to toss this one?
No.
Okay, roll number 5. And what is it? Red. Okay, roll number 5 is red, which means we're gonna be picking cards that tell us who gets to pick a book for me. I shuffled these really well because this is one of the tallest stacks I have. Let's see, come here, baby. Okay, pick a card, any card. Got it? What does that say?
Plant Queen.
That's you.
It's me.
Yeah, do you get to pick a book for me then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Presley's gonna pick a book.
That says Plant Queen.
It does say Presley.
It's me.
It is you. Let's go pick a book. Okay, I'm gonna take him over here to pick a book and then we'll be back. We're back. He picked a book. Can you turn it around? Show the other side. Okay, when I take Presley over there, I let him pick whatever. Good job, thank you. So, he picked The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I don't think this is LGBTQ, only because I don't think any of his other ones have been overtly at all. But this is a mystery or thriller. I really enjoy Riley Sager's writing. They're very quick and easy to read. So I am very excited about this one because I have not read it yet, and it's not even the most recent one that's going to come out. Like, he has another one gonna come out soon. So yeah, very excited for this. Okay, last roll for now. Roll number 6. Ready? Oh. What is it?
Again.
Okay, and then roll number 6, our last roll, is another blue. So another poll pick for you guys. We're gonna have the cards that are blue that tell us what other color we have to use. So let's do it. Blue cards.
Blue.
And what does that say?
Green.
It says green. Good job. Okay, so now we're gonna pick green
That's
cards.
Green card.
Yeah, and now we're gonna pick green cards. Okay, green card. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, show the camera. I apparently never fixed the spacing issue on this card, but it's buzzword.
Buzzword.
Yes. So basically what this means is I'm gonna look up what the buzzword for June is, and then you guys are gonna pick which book fits the buzzword for me to read in June.
What was the buzzword?
Well, I have to pick it up first. Where is it? Here we go. Buzzword. June is other. Right here. Other. We need books with the word other in the title. Okay. Okay. I am back with books with the word other in the title. I will tell you, I did not have that many, so everything I have here in this stack is everything. So the first one that I have here is the only one that I think is LGBTQ, and it's going to be Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. This is a romance that has a non-binary main character, and I'm very, very curious and excited to get into this because I don't think I've read really any other like specific romances with a non-binary character. I've read some other things that have them in there even as like main or secondary characters, but not a romance. And this one was a gift from Michelle again. I've mentioned you already once in this video, so thank you so much. Obviously you recommend and gift books that I'm really, really intrigued by. So this is the first option. The other option I have here is The Other Merlin by Robin Schneider. I absolutely love these new covers they have. And I'm also really into like the Arthurian legend stuff. Not as much as I used to be, but like I'm still always very intrigued by that kind of thing. And this is going to have our main character of, what is her name? Emery, I think, taking her brother's place as like the Merlin for King Arthur, Prince Arthur, instead of her brother. And so I don't think it's LGBTQ. We'll see, but I do really want to read it as well. It is YA. And then the only other one that I have is The Girl from the Other Side by Nagabe. Now this is the deluxe edition, so this is like the first 3 volumes, I think, in a really nice hardcover. I don't know much about this except for it is very popular. It looks like there's some sort of demon character and I think a little girl, and I've heard amazing things about it. I don't know much else. Again, probably not LGBTQ because that is something that is more prevalent nowadays in manga and stuff, but wasn't like when this was first coming out. But so those are the 3 books that I have with other in the title. So this is the buzzword for June. Again, poll picks will be up for about 24 hours around the same time this video is going to go live. But if you missed that or anything like that, leave a comment down below. Your votes will be taken into consideration. Okay, so that was all 6 rolls. I did not get in the Lives of Puppets on this list. Should have tried to do that a little bit better, maybe with the wild card round that I did at the beginning, but I didn't. I also don't have any ebooks on this list. Probably should have picked Blind Man's Wolf. That's okay. I'm very excited for everything that I have picked. It's just no ebooks. So, besides the 2 poll picks that you guys still need to go through, we have these books right here. We have The Drawing of 3 by Stephen King, Cabin in the Woods by Paul Tremblay, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake, and The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Actually, quite dark stuff this month, although most of the things that we got do have some sort of LGBTQ in them, which I'm very excited for because, like I said, it is Pride Month. Rainbow shirt, but I do read LGBTQ books throughout the year in general anyway. So yeah, make sure to vote on the poll picks or leave a comment down below. Also, like I said, I didn't get this on there, but that's part of the TBR as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I will see you then. Bye.
Bye.